the commissioner was talking about maybe London hosting a Super Bowl in the foreseeable future. Are we more likely to have a team in London first or a Super Bowl in London?
I think probably a Super Bowl, actually. I think there's a lot of logistical issues with putting a team over there. I think they're kind of dipping their toes in the water a little bit with having the Jags play back-to-back games over there.
Would you want to play in London?
As a player?
Yeah.
Absolutely, Dan. But I am the exception, not the rule, right? So, like, my wife and I have talked about that. I would have loved that. I mean, we have the perspective of it's a really short time in your life. Maybe it's a 2-year deal, 3-year deal. For me, it was a lot of 1 year, 1 year situations. So to be over there, heck yeah, man. I mean, when I played for the Patriots in the off season, my wife and I, every weekend, we went to Cape Cod or Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket. It was awesome, right? We were in our 20s. It was fabulous. I would have loved to have played for London, have that international experience for a couple of years. But to be fair, Dan, most guys are not like me. Most guys do not have that same perspective. Most guys have no interest in playing or living overseas.
How do you think the fans would react to a Super Bowl in London?
I think there'd be a lot of negativity here in the States because of the belief that, hey, why would there be a game in London when there's never been one in Chicago, when there's never been one in Philadelphia? I think you would probably get a lot of that reaction. And I understand that, but I'll say this, Dan, I'm totally in favor of it. And I'll tell you why. You guys know how I feel about football. Like, I love it. Like, I love it more than almost anything other than my family. Think about all of the kids around the world that play soccer and think that that's like the most fun sport to play. I mean, think about that. Now, I think soccer is great. I played soccer, Dan, from when I was like 6 years old till I was 11. It's a fun sport. But once you put a helmet and shoulder pads on and run into another kid and knock them over, that's the greatest feeling ever. You don't ever want to go kick a soccer ball again the rest of your life. I don't know anybody that played soccer, then played football, then went back to soccer. So anything we can do internationally to spread the game, I am big time in favor of, because I want more people internationally to get a chance to play it. Heck, I did the Vanderbilt Georgia game for CBS on Saturday. 3 of Vanderbilt's defensive linemen are from Europe. One's from the UK, 2 from Germany. I think it's awesome. They are doing a good job of growing the game internationally.
Yeah, I just wonder what the reaction. Why would the commissioner bring this up? Like, there's no, coincidence. I mean, he doesn't do throw-ins and, hey, I'm just talking off the cuff here. Why is the commissioner bringing up the possibility of a Super Bowl in London?
I think two reasons. Number one, to gauge the feedback, right? So let's say you talk about it today, people call in and they're furious about it. I think they just want to know just how bad it would be if they ever elected to make that decision. The other thing is, I think it generates even more interest internationally about it, right? I'm sure that got picked up all over Europe, that the commission of the NFL says the biggest sporting event in America might get exported to Europe, and that's exactly what he was probably going for. I think it's smart.